Fennec fox, the cute one. That's the first mistake. Those oversized ears, that tiny body, the face that launched 1,000 plush toys. It looks like something that should live in your pocket, not hunt in 120-degree wastelands. But those ears aren't decoration. They're heat radiators and satellite dishes combined. Each one can detect insects moving underground from meters away. The fox triangulates sound, digs, eats, efficient, ruthless, adorable. Weighing barely a kilogram, it's the smallest canid on Earth. But size is survival here. Less body mass means less water needed. Those furry paws, snowshoes for sand. It walks on powder like it's pavement. And when the sun turns the Sahara into an oven, the fennec just disappears underground, sleeping through the apocalypse in burrows that stay cool. At night, it emerges, hunts rodents, birds, insects, whatever moves. No mercy, just calories. Fast, silent, and completely unbothered by a landscape that kills everything else. The desert's smallest predator is also its most underestimated. But the next one doesn't hide. It moves like a threat in slow motion. Sidewinder rattlesnake, named after how it moves because regular slithering wasn't dramatic enough. This snake doesn't slide forward. It throws itself sideways across the sand, leaving J-shaped tracks like cursive written in threat. Only 2 points of its body touch the ground at once. The rest just floats, minimizing contact with sand that could literally cook it alive. Physics and desperation wrapped in scales. Its venom is hemotoxic, destroys blood cells, collapses vessels, shuts down organs. A single bite delivers enough to drop a rabbit in minutes. But the sidewinder is patient. It buries itself in sand, leaving only its eyes exposed. Prey walks by, the snake strikes, game over. And those heat-sensing pits between its eyes and nostrils? They detect temperature differences of less than 1 degree. In total darkness, it sees body heat like a thermal camera. Ambush perfection. No chase, no drama. Just wait, strike, digest. And above, something watches with eyes that make night obsolete. Pharaoh eagle owl. Not an eagle. Not even close. But it hunts like one. And in the dark, that's worse. Standing half a meter tall with a wingspan over a meter wide, this owl rules the Sahara after sunset. Those orange eyes aren't just for show. They're forward-facing, binocular, and packed with rod cells. It sees in light levels that would blind other birds. Moonlight is daylight. Starlight is enough. But vision is backup. The real weapon is hearing. That facial disc funnels sound to its ears like a living satellite dish, amplifying the faintest rustle into a target lock. A jerboa's heartbeat 30 meters away becomes a GPS coordinate, and when it flies, silence. Feather edges break up airflow, eliminating sound. Prey hears nothing until talons puncture spine. It takes hares, snakes, even other birds of prey. Scorpions, hedgehogs, anything smaller than a house cat is food. This owl doesn't retreat. It expands. Adaptable, relentless, and comfortable killing in temperatures that would ground most raptors. But even the owl respects what's coming next, because the next predator doesn't negotiate. Saw-scaled viper. Small snake, massive body count. This viper kills more humans annually than any other snake on Earth. Not the longest, not the heaviest, but absolutely the most aggressive. Reaching barely 60 centimeters, it compensates with attitude and venom that destroys everything it touches. Hemotoxic, fast-acting, and delivered through fangs that fold back like switchblades. One strike causes uncontrollable bleeding, organ failure, death. Here's the terrifying part. This snake doesn't retreat. When threatened, it coils into a C shape and rubs its scales together, creating a hissing rasp that sounds like a warning you should have heeded yesterday. Then it strikes, repeatedly, faster than you can process. And unlike ambush predators, the saw-scaled viper is active. It hunts at dusk, patrolling territories across North African and Middle Eastern deserts. Rodents, lizards, scorpions, other snakes. Speed, venom, zero hesitation. True desert dwellers know this snake, and they give it space. But the next one, you'd never suspect it. Sand cat, a ghost of the sand. This cat looks like someone shrunk a lion and made it fluffy. Big eyes, thick fur, paws too large for its body. But that fur insulates against 50-degree temperature swings. Those paws distribute weight, so it never sinks. And those ears? They hear rodent heartbeats under sand. This isn't a pet. It's a specialized killing machine pretending to be harmless. Weighing under 3 kilograms, it's one of the smallest wild cats on Earth, but it hunts like a tiger. Stalks for hours, strikes once, eats. No second chances needed. Its prey includes vipers, scorpions, and venomous spiders. It kills snakes by batting their heads until they stop moving. Immune? No. Just faster and smarter. The sand cat can survive without drinking water for weeks, extracting moisture from prey alone. And it lives in deserts so extreme that even Bedouins consider them uninhabitable. Elusive, brutal, and utterly unbothered. Cuteness is camouflage here. And the next predator? It's living proof that dinosaurs never really left. Desert monitor lizard. A reptile that acts like it owns the desert, because biologically, it kind of does. Growing over a meter long, this lizard is pure muscle wrapped in armored scales. Forked tongue constantly tasting air, tracking chemical trails like a bloodhound. It hunts everything smaller. Insects, rodents, birds, eggs, even carrion when available. Opportunistic doesn't begin to cover it. Those claws aren't for show. They rip through burrows, tear apart nests, disembowel prey in seconds. And unlike most lizards, the monitor is smart. Problem-solving smart. It remembers where food sources are, returns to productive hunting grounds, and adapts routes based on past success, checking burrows systematically, learning which ones pay off, which ones waste energy. Strategy in a brain the size of a walnut. But here's the twist. It's not the size that makes it dangerous. It's the endurance. This lizard can maintain activity in heat that forces mammals into hiding. When everything else is baking underground, the monitor is still hunting. Relentless, unkillable, ancient. Evolution's rough draft that never needed an update. The scorpion. 400 million years of perfection. 8 legs, 2 claws, 1 tail, 0 patience. Scorpions existed before trees, before dinosaurs, before most things learned to breathe air, and in the desert, they're still winning. That exoskeleton locks in moisture. Those claws crush and hold. That tail? Venom strong enough to kill prey 10 times its size. The deathstalker scorpion, common across North African deserts, has neurotoxin venom that attacks the nervous system directly. For humans, excruciating. For insects and small vertebrates, death in minutes. But most scorpions don't waste venom. They crush first, sting only when necessary. Efficient killers don't overspend. And they hunt at night when UV light makes them glow under certain wavelengths. Nature's accidental nightlight. But the real trick, scorpions can slow their metabolism to near-death levels, survive a year without food, endure radiation that would liquefy most life. They don't adapt to the desert. They tolerate it. Pure survival, no frills, no weakness. And despite being nightmare fuel, they rarely attack humans. We're too big, too bony, too unprofitable. The final predator doesn't look ancient. It looks scrappy, desperate, and everywhere. Coyote, the desert's ultimate survivor. Not the biggest canid, not the strongest, not the fastest, but absolutely the most adaptable predator in North America. From Arctic to desert, urban to rural, the coyote just figures it out. In deserts, it hunts alone or in pairs. Rabbits, rodents, lizards, insects, fruit, garbage, anything. No pride, just calories. Weighing 15 kilograms, it looks thin, almost weak. That's efficiency. lean muscle, minimal water needs, maximum mobility. It can sprint at 65 kilometers per hour, maintain pursuit for miles, and switch tactics mid-hunt. If ambush fails, it chases. If chasing fails, it scavenges. No ego, just results. And unlike wolves, coyotes thrive near humans. They've learned to time hunts around our schedules, raid our trash, even use our roads. Here's what makes them terrifying. They're getting bolder, smarter, more successful. While other predators decline, coyote populations explode. They occupy every ecological niche available, filling gaps left by extinct megafauna. Adaptable, resilient, unkillable by policy or poison. The desert's scrappiest predator is also its most successful. From tiny foxes to ancient scorpions, every predator here earned its place. But one truth connects them all. In the desert, survival means perfection. If you made it all the way here, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, hit the bell, and tell me which desert hunter you think is the most underrated.